What's up, y'all? What is up? It's your girl EJ, and I am back with another The Shy Talk. Now today, y'all, we're going to be talking about season 5, episode 10, and this is the season finale, y'all, and we're going to be focusing on Emmett, Tiff, Kiesha, and Ronb, y'all. Let's get into it. Okay, y'all, so it seems like it's been a long time coming. It feels like we have talked about Emmett and Kiesha and Tiff and Ronb. It feels like every single week there is more and more drama, but they did go ahead and close out this storyline, y'all, on this particular episode, and I, for one, am very excited at the way that it ended. Now, on this particular episode, we find that Tiff and Emmett are finally in a good space with each other. You know, they're going to be talking about their son, co-parenting, and they're going to have a real conversation, and he's going to let her know that he told Kiesha, and she's like, I told Ronb. And it feels like, you know, everything is finally on track with these two. Now, everybody is going to show up for EJ. You know what I'm saying? EJ is having another parent-teacher conference, and we all know what happened on that last parent-teacher conference with Emmett and Tiff. But this time, Ronb and Kiesha are both going to be there. And it just shows that it really does take a village. And the fact that they're all able to come together and really be there for EJ just, you know, says a lot. We're also going to see scenes where Ronb and Tiff are going to be working with Emmett, and you're going to see scenes where Kiesha and Emmett are going to be working with EJ as well, you know, while everybody's just trying to get him to be this best version of himself and just making sure that they're really honing in and doing what's best for EJ. At the parent-teacher conference, the teacher is going to notice that Kiesha is really good. You know what I'm saying? She seems to care about children, and she's going to let her know that there's a teacher's aide position and that she should definitely apply for it. Now, not only does that happen, but your girl Tiff and Kiesha finally talk, and they finally have a real conversation, and they just lay it all out on the line. You know what I'm saying? And Tiff is like, hey, I was just trying to pull him. You know what I'm saying? I don't really want him, but I just wanted to see if I could pull him, and I couldn't. You know what I'm saying? And then they kind of joke about the fact that, you know, Kiesha and Emmett are back together again. And, you know, they joke about the fact, like, what if he had just did it? It would have been so awkward, you know, and they hug, and they finally move past this whole situation. And it's just really good to see these two finally get past it. Like, I've always wanted to see them be friends because I think they make really good friends. You know what I'm saying? And I think that this situation was a unique situation. I don't think that it's the status quo of, you know, oh, you messing with my man. No, I don't think it was that. This thing has so many layers to it that I felt like at the end of the day, these two could be friends if they just put forth an effort. You know, you're also going to see Ronb and Emmett kind of have a moment. You know, I don't really think there was really any beef with them, to be honest, because Ronb is just so chill and cool. He don't really be having no beef like that. But it was nice to see, you know, that they just like, hey, you know, we good. You know what I'm saying? Now, we are going to find something interesting out in this particular episode about Ronb. We are going to find out that he is actually Q's nephew. Now, I remember some episodes back, I want to say it was on the Christmas episode, where Ronb really didn't, you know, do the whole family thing. And so it's starting to make a little bit of sense now with Q being his uncle. That would basically probably more than likely mean that, does that mean that Sonny is some relation to him as well? Like, I would think so, maybe, possibly. It really just depends on whose child he is. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if it's a half, like if it's, if Rob's parent is also Sonny's brother or sister. I'm just saying, because you know that Sonny is actually Q's brother. So anyway, I don't know. That was just way off. But anyway, it's just interesting. I'm just going back to that particular episode because he's really not big on family. So anyway, Duda's going to be like, hey, I need you to let him know that his weed business is still very much intact, but hey, his uncle is dead. So of course, Nuck is going to go let him know that. He doesn't really too much flinch about the whole situation, to be honest. Like I said, I don't really know how close they were. It doesn't seem like they were really close, but Q did have that picture of him in his house, and I don't really know why you would have a picture of somebody in your house if, you know, if you're not cool with them. But we don't know what could have happened. You know, something could have happened in their relationship. So who knows? I'm sure that is something that they will unpack in season 6. So anyway, y'all, your boy Emmett is going to get approached by Duda. Now, I am just like, come on. No, Duda, like, leave Emmett alone. Like, Emmett is in such a good place right now. The last thing he need is some drama. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't need that type of drama for Emmett. We need Emmett to just be good. But Emmett is in a vulnerable position right now. You know what I'm saying? He wants to franchise Smokies. He wants to leave something for his children. He's trying to build something. And sometimes when you're trying to build something and, you know, that slow build is not, you know, it don't always look that pretty. You know what I'm saying? But if somebody comes and says, hey, let me throw some money at it, let me invest, you know what I'm saying? That fast money looks a lot different. And you know, Emmett accepted it. Now, I think in one of my videos, I was like, I feel like Emmett kind of went into this with his eyes open. But when I went back and looked at the episode again, my thought process is more along the lines of he kind of, sort of goes into this with his eyes open. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like he doesn't fully get the full picture of who Duda is all the way. And I'm just really hoping that side of Duda that I feel like he has somewhere deep down inside, that he just won't screw over Emmett, because it really feels like this Brandon story coming back to roost, and that Brandon story just didn't end well. And I didn't, you know, it just wasn't a good look. So I don't want to see Emmett in this type of situation either. So anyway, so that does happen. He takes the money. He buys the painting, of course. Kiesha doesn't look like she was too happy about the situation because she saw it on the news where, you know, Duda was beating down Marcus. So I guess we'll kind of see where this goes from there. Now, y'all, they have this wedding. Emmett's parents get married. You know what I'm saying? So his parents get married, and it's just a beautiful moment for you to see everybody come together. You know, you see Kiesha and Emmett, you know, they're dancing together. You see Emmett and you see Tiff, they're dancing together, and you see Ronb. You know, you just see everybody congregating and having fun together, and the way it should be. You know, you see them as this family. Families go through things sometimes. Family have disagreements. You know, families don't always get along with each other. But at the end of the day, if a friendship is really worth saving, you're going to do what you got to do to save that friendship. And I just feel like this was a friendship that was worth saving. And I'm glad they were able to save it. I'm glad everybody was able to, you know, get it together, and they were able to come together for this beautiful moment. Jada and Darnell finally getting married. But anyway, y'all, that's pretty much everything that happened with Tiff, Emmett, Kiesha, and Ronb. Let me know what y'all thought about this episode. Let me know if y'all are happy about this whole thing finally coming to an end. If you're happy that Kiesha and Tiff were finally able to make amends with each other and move forward, leave it all down in the comments, y'all. Until next time, peace. We can wind it down for days, never let it stop. I just want your everything, baby. Maybe later we can dance, never let